So, we're here with George Will, the best political commentator that ABC News has, and it's a great pleasure to talk to you again.
Thank you. I'm glad to be with you.
Which presidential candidate is in favor of redistributing more wealth?
I think very clearly Mr. Obama is, but Mitt Romney subscribes to the belief that the best, most efficient, and in a way most progressive force in the world is the free market allocation of wealth and opportunity.
Are you against all redistribution of wealth?
Of course not.
Which redistribution of wealth are you in favor of?
Well, I think we all understand that there's going to be a social safety net, which is the redistribution of wealth, which is not to produce equality, but to produce the necessities of life.
Do you think that the government should protect all peaceful citizens against people that want to use force to take their money?
Well, I suppose, but I'd need to know more about what you're asking.
Well, are there people in our society that want to use force to take other people's money?
Well, it depends what you mean by force. Obviously, time the government uses its taxing power, it's backed up by the police power. And you could, if you wished, although I don't think it's very useful, say that that's coercive. It's not coercive in a regime based on consent, which ours happily is.
Well, the government does force people to pay the taxes, so that is forceful, right?
But the government doesn't force people to live here.
That's correct. So there are people that want to use force to take other people's money. Some people do it directly, but other people organize politically and are able to get a 51% majority. Do you think that that is right?
I do believe that a society organized broadly around majority rule is right.
So the government should protect us against criminals that want to use force directly?
There is a distinction between criminal force and the legitimate power of the government.
But the government should not protect us against people that want to organize politically. Let's take an example. So, for example, if a group of farmers went to your home with shotguns and required you to pay them for not farming, that would be morally wrong.
Correct.
But if they organize politically and they're able to persuade the government to pass a law requiring you to pay the same amount for not farming, that would be okay?
If they win a political argument, achieving the consent of a legislature based on representation, that's the way the game works.
Do you think that two contradictory propositions can both be true? You said that you can identify ethical truths. What's the point in identifying ethical truths if you don't follow them?
Oh, you identify them and you follow them.
But not consistently?
All the consistency that a complex, contradictory reality will admit.
Oh, you agree with Marx that reality is contradictory?
I agree with Marx, Hegel, Aristotle, Plato, Rousseau, and Mill. They all said.
Not Aristotle. He believed in logic, and he believes that things were what they were, and that they couldn't be and not be in the same sense of the word at the same time.
You are asserting illogically that contradiction and logic are incompatible.
That's what I'm asserting. That's correct.
Right.
Well, do we disagree on that?
We disagree.
So for you, is it the same to say yes, is the same no?
No.
Does that mean yes?
No.
If contradictions were true, then it would mean?
Not all. No, it's not the question of contradictions being true. It's a question of contradictions being real.
Well, Mr. Will, we don't have any more time. It was really a pleasure discussing these issues with you.
Good fun.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching.